I'm so broken. I'm so broken.
Tonight at 9, a week without answers. One Maryland family is rallying around each other to find a missing 19-year-old woman. Her personal belongings have reappeared, but still no sight of her. Their plea tonight. Car barrels right into a house. The severe damage on the first floor of a Prince George's County home. What investigators are still trying to figure out. Healthcare crisis. United Insurance customers now scrambling for different doctors thanks to a battle with Johns Hopkins. The toll it's taking on local families as they seek their own answers.
And our weather has been very, very nice so far this Labor Day weekend. We'll continue into Labor Day itself. Stick around. I'll have the answer to that question coming up.
Plus, saving cash for car owners and buyers, too. 5 timely tips to stretch your dollar and avoid sizable repair costs.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. New tonight, DC police are investigating how somebody was hit by a metro train on the Red Line this morning. MPD says the Red Line was delayed between Van Ness and the Friendship Heights stations after somebody was hit at the Van Ness station. Several police cars spotted there today. Trains were later closed between DuPont Circle and Friendship Heights. It's still unclear how the person was hit and how badly they were injured. Turning to a tragic story out of the district from yesterday. A young child, we've learned, has died after falling out of an apartment window in Northwest. Officers say they found the young boy unconscious outside the apartment building at 4th and Massachusetts Avenue around 2 p.m. That's where he died. Police say the exact age of the child is unconfirmed. A death investigation is underway. Happening now, Prince George's County officials are looking for a missing 19-year-old woman. She vanished more than 1 week ago. Takara Thompson from Lanham was reportedly last seen August the 22nd. Her family found her car and other personal belongings in Hyattsville. Our Dave Laval reports where family and friends gathered just tonight to desperately find answers.
Takara Thompson is 19 years old. She vanished just over a week ago, not far from where we're standing here in Hyattsville, Maryland. Her middle name is Rose. Pink is her favorite color. Family and friends want you to know that because they're on a desperate search to find her.
I'm so broken. I'm so broken.
An emotional Carmen Thompson describes her life since her daughter disappeared August 22nd.
Nobody should have to experience what I'm feeling right now as a parent.
Both parents joined dozens of supporters for a prayer vigil near where they found Takara's car along Jasmine Terrace. Surveillance video is said to show her as she walked down a sidewalk towards Riggs Road. That's the last seen of the young woman. Her father's message, a simple one.
I just want to come home.
Tears flowed openly during the roughly 1-hour vigil as people gathered to help the family.
This is not okay.
Wanika Robinson is considered a second mother to Takara. Her thoughts are not just for the young woman, but for all missing children.
Our children are not prey. They are not objects to be taken, trafficked, or silenced.
The crowd also made their voices heard in other ways.
Have you guys seen this young lady before?
They handed out flyers with Takara's picture on them, hoping for any lead.
And I just want my daughter back safely. I do.
The family said drones will be used Monday to try and find any sign of Takara Thompson. In Hyattsville, Maryland, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, just thanks for everyone. Dave, thanks. All right, 9:04, switching gears over to meteorologist Scott Sumner. Scott, we got the live cam up behind you. You can't have that 4D experience, but you know, we felt an amazing day 3 in a row.
Yeah, we're dealing with some really nice weather, a good stretch of weather here. And right now we're sitting at 71. Temperatures have been delightful. Humidity has been perfect. And so really can't argue for as a good weekend as we've had so far. I am going to look back in the Maine weather and give you an idea what the last couple of Labor Days have been like here in D.C. And I'll talk about that in the Maine weather. But temperatures outside right now, like I said, 70s will drop down into the upper 50s here and eventually climb back up to around 80 degrees during the course of tomorrow afternoon. High pressure is responsible for the nice weather here. That's situated over Buffalo, and as we widen out the view, there's really not much to speak of. Nothing near the area to create any sort of inclemency to the stretch of weather that we've already had. So Labor Day is looking good. We're warming up through the week, and rain and storms return late week. We'll talk about that with a full 7-day forecast. Ben?
Looking forward to it, Scott. Thanks. An update tonight after 2 people were stabbed early this morning in Montgomery County. 2 men are recovering in the hospital, and more than a dozen people were reportedly detained in Germantown. Officers say they initially responded to reports of a shooting in the Amaranth Drive area near Middlebrook Road just after 2:30 this morning. Police say that several teenage boys were brandishing BB guns and shooting at a group of people. During a fight that broke out, a man was stabbed in the back, another slashed on his arm. They're expected to be all right. Police say, though, when they got there, a large group ran off. Some drove away. However, police were able to catch up to a large group and detained around 15 people. But no arrests were made. No word why. One person is in the hospital after crashing into a home in Prince George's County this morning. Firefighters say they responded in Oxon Hill around 10 a.m. to reports of a 2-story building collapse on Panorama Drive. You can see plenty of those bricks caved in, no sign of a front door. The driver was taken to the hospital. What led up to the crash, that remains unknown. Well, as the crime crackdown in D.C. continues, legal experts say defense attorneys, judges, and even grand jurors are poking holes in many cases. Earlier this week, a grand jury decided not to indict a man who threw a sandwich at a federal agent. That went viral. Federal prosecutors dropped another case this week after complaints police illegally searched a man's satchel and found a gun. The U.S. District Judge calling it, quote, without a doubt, the most illegal search he's ever seen in his life. During a hearing Wednesday, the same judge said, quote, I've seen things over the past 72 hours that I've never seen in federal court, adding, it feels like some sort of bizarre nightmare. The White House claims more than 1,200 people have been arrested and 135 guns have been seized since August the 7th. But just more than 30 people have been arrested this month and charged in district court. The Associated Press found half of them are charged with assaulting officers, federal agents, or National Guard members. That includes at least 3 people arrested for spitting on them, allegedly. The rest are charged with illegally possessing guns, drugs, or both. Turning to a top story, an insurance standoff between Johns Hopkins and United Healthcare has plenty of families in the DMV scrambling, and they're all trying to find new doctors. The Hopkins United agreement expired Monday, meaning roughly 60,000 patients no longer in network at Johns Hopkins hospitals. Among those who are impacted, a young child needing life-saving treatment. Our Daniel Hamburg has more on this personal financial struggle.
Patients are worried that they won't get the care they need because their doctors are now out of network. Sibley here and Suburban in Bethesda are the 2 major Hopkins hospitals in our area, in addition to a lot of other doctors. I talked with one Arlington couple who says they travel to Baltimore several times a year with their son to get life-saving treatment. Families in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia with United Healthcare can no longer use Johns Hopkins doctors and hospitals at in-network rates.
It's heartbreaking, and I hate seeing my kid being used as leverage.
Bridget and Ben Peden have been going to Hopkins in Baltimore for years to get care for their 10-year-old son, Jack, who has cystic fibrosis.
We're at where we want to be, and now we're just cut off from our care team. So it's terrifying as a mother, as a parent, to not have access to our medical team that we love and trust.
Johns Hopkins Medicine says it's negotiated in good faith with United Healthcare for more than 8 months, trying to change excessive prior authorization requirements and frequent treatment denials. In response, United Healthcare says Hopkins is to blame and its demands would harm employers and members, adding that Hopkins has spread inaccurate information regarding how claims are processed. The Pedens feel caught in the middle with their son.
He's not a bargaining chip. He's not leverage. He's a 10-year-old. born with a really hard disease.
United says people in active or ongoing treatment for a serious or complex condition are eligible for continuity of care at in-network rates.
I guess we have some temporary kind of maybe solution in place for 90 days, but then beyond that, we don't know. So I don't know if UHC and Hopkins can come to an agreement and get it back into network or not.
United said it proposed extending the contract so it could continue discussions with Hopkins, but Hopkins refused. Meanwhile, Johns Hopkins says it is actively working with United to resume in-network status as soon as possible. In Northwest, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Plenty of folks looking for a resolution, and quick. Daniel, thanks. A consumer alert. Taylor Fresh Foods is recalling one of their salads over undeclared allergens. It's their 6-ounce bag of honey balsamic salad kit with the best if used by date of September the 4th. Check your fridge. The FDA says they were sold in 25 states, including Virginia. It contains sesame and soy dressing instead of the honey balsamic one. Customers can return the packets for a full refund. No illnesses have been reported. In reality news and local news as well, Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger will be released from prison early. It's part of the Real Housewives of Potomac franchise. Huger was sentenced to 2 years in jail with 1 year suspended for a drunk driving crash in March of 2024. She'll be released Tuesday. Before her sentencing in Montgomery County, Huger says that she was entering rehab. In case you missed it, Cracker Barrel has reversed course. The popular restaurant chain now says it will no longer change their logo. It became a pop culture clash last week when they announced their iconic logo would be scrubbed, as well as updating many of their restaurants to give them a more modern look. The Old Country Store's shares dropped more than 10% shortly after they introduced a new logo. That's it right there. Among critics, President Trump. The company gave in Tuesday, scrapped their plans for the change. We spoke with customers at a Sterling, Virginia location. They say their change of heart was the best change they could make.
It's a tradition, and we want to keep tradition.
Why change? And it's iconic, it's there, and it was changed for the wrong reason.
I'm actually sort of accustomed to the old logo.
Since announcing they're going back to the OG logo, Cracker Barrel's shares shot back up 8%. Still seems like a 2% loss. Millions of Americans are racking up miles for Labor Day weekend. Right now, they're traveling, and TSA predicts 17 million will take to the skies. AAA forecasts a busy weekend on the road, too. Forecasters say the best time to hit the road is early, and for tomorrow, AAA says the worst time to travel, that's between 1 and 4 p.m. Plus, your wallet is going to thank you this weekend because you're paying less at the gas pump. Your price per gallon is down nationwide, including in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Virginia is where you'll find the cheapest gas, around the $3 mark.
Getting close to like $3 for regular, sometimes $2.90 maybe. Really? Yeah, and in certain spots you get lucky like $2.80, $2.75.
If you are still looking to make a last-minute getaway, AAA says rental cars, hotels, and flights are all cheaper this year than last year. Meantime, police, they're out and about on patrol, urging everybody to stay safe. In Maryland, state troopers say they're increasing patrols and to look out for impaired drivers. Virginia State Police troopers say that they are also adding more cops on the road. A new report from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration from this month has found more than a third of deadly crashes over Labor Day weekend involved drunk driving. In 2023, there were 511 deaths nationwide, 36% of those involving impaired drivers. Since 2019, 39% of deadly crashes over the Labor Day weekend involved impaired drivers. Buckle up, stay safe, grab a DD. Still to come, the hidden cost of owning a car. We're stretching your dollar with what you can do right now to keep it out of the repair shop. Time is 9:14. A live look at the Pentagon and Pentagon City. Scott Sumner is back again with forecasts. Stick around.